Netta.
Let me change my name because even though it's a new year,
You have to change your name. You got my
I,
name
I
up.
did not change my name.
How are you?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. How about you?
Yes, I'm wonderful too. It's very hot here, as you can see, in down under in Australia, Melbourne. We have 30
Oh,
degrees today. Woo-hoo. Beach weather.
oh,
Yes.
well, I can't say that much for here,
I
as you can
know.
see.
You're looking all woollied and just like
Yes.
rugged up.
Right, exactly. I am just um, cold here. So, how was your new year?
Um, I had a wonderful new year, actually. Yes, I
Uh-huh.
started the new year and entered into the new year dancing.
Oh, ooh la la.
Yes, it
Ooh
was
la
ooh
la.
la la. It was ooh la la.
Yeah, ooh la la.
I had a
That
great
is
time.
o-
Yes. Yeah.
okay.
I'm a dancer, so
Yes.
I like Latin dancing, but it wasn't actually a Latin dancing thing
Hmm.
really. It was something more family. It was more family orientated. Yeah, so it was
Oh,
fun. And it was Sri Lankan, believe it or not.
wow.
Yes, so there was a different culture, and it was very interesting to be, you know, mingling with a different
Yeah.
culture. I mean, you know me, I love cultures. I mean, I've traveled the world
Yeah.
forever, just mingling in and fitting in into different cultures. I kind of, yeah. What's that animal that kind of like? There's a certain animal, I can't think of it on the top of my head, that just blends in, just like is able to.
Oh, chameleon.
A chameleon, that's right. Yes, I'm a
Yeah.
chameleon when it comes to blending in. Except I kind of stood out because I was very tall as compared to like Sri Lankans aren't averagely like tall people. So I did kind of like stand out that way. And of course my
Oh,
yeah, so but it was fun.
awesome.
Yeah. What about
Awesome.
you?
Well, me, as you can hear in my voice,
Mm.
I'm sorry. Um, it was my Christmas was pretty much from Christmas to New Year's uh sick. Uh yeah.
You I was gonna say you caught a bug, but I think the bug caught you.
Right. First we thought it was COVID. Then I tested and it was negative. So we were thinking, well, maybe it's a false negative.
Mhm.
So then we were like, okay, no, it's not. It might be the flu. So, okay, take some meds for the flu and COVID and cold and all of that. I wasn't getting any better. And then I finally just couldn't take it anymore. So on New Year's Eve, I
Mm.
went to the doctor.
Oh, wow.
And that's when I was diagnosed with bacterial pneumonia.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So I got the antibiotics, and that's the reason why today, I think it was, no, yesterday I started to just go about the house and doing some work, doing a little light work. But today was the first time I got up in the morning, worked out. I didn't work out, my full regiment because I didn't want to overdo it.
Oh, absolutely. You have to ease into it because your body
Yeah,
still recuperating, trying to
yeah,
over the
yeah. So I went downstairs and worked out for about 45 minutes. It was a small, it was a slow pace.
yeah. Oh, that's
Um,
it was
and
something.
yeah, it was something, but I felt a whole lot better.
Mhm.
So it was good. So I brought in the new year sick.
Well, you've already got it all over and done with. That's it. The rest of the new year is gonna be super fine,
Fabulous.
energized,
Yes.
ready to rock and roll.
So I'm gonna apologize now for my, little coughs here and there.
Do you have
But
any water there to
you
sip?
know what? I filled up my water and I
Bottle.
didn't bring it in.
Oh, do you want to go and grab it?
Yeah.
All right.
So let's I'm just gonna go grab it really quick. And
Mhm.
what you can do, darling.
Yeah, everybody, if anyone's out there watching, say hi. Tell us where you're
Yes.
from.
Say hello to us. It's been a while since we've been on.
Mhm.
Let me go get my water really quick.
Do that. I
So,
have, I guess what I bought. I got my celery juice.
oh,
Uh,
oh,
I've started the year with lots of juicing, like a real deep cleanse. So I've been just juicing, eating green vegetables and fresh fruit, and it's
nice.
really helped me. It's actually, just given me that little bit of extra zest that I've needed. Yeah, because
Yeah.
after a big year, we're feeling a bit tired, and we want to start the year off all bouncy, bouncy. So
Hmm.
that's where you're heading. Big bounces, Anetta.
Yes, I am. So let me just go ahead and go get my water and do entertain.
Yes, I will. So, is anyone watching? Please press hashtag live, or if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. But we are going to be talking about some fun stuff today, and I'm going to wait till Zanetta gets back. But yeah, how's everyone else going? And have anyone ever done a cleanse before, a deep juicing cleanse or vegetable cleanse? I mean, this is like hardcore what I'm doing, because it actually takes a 6-day preparation to do a liver and gallbladder flush. That's what I'm heading for. Have you ever heard of one of
Oh
those?
my. Well, I liver and gallbladder flush. Um, no.
Well, I had neither.
No,
I'd heard
I
about
have not.
the liver only detox, but this is not. This is more than just a detox. This is a
Mhm.
flush, because
A
unbeknown
flush.
to me and unbeknown to a lot of people, I'm sure you can let us know in the feed if anyone knows about this. But we all have stones sitting in our gallbladder, whether we
Yeah.
know it or not. Yes, and there are
Yeah.
those people that actually have, stones which actually grow to the point where they inflict pain, you know,
Hmm.
the gallbladder and in around the liver and everything.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of us, like you and I and everyone else out there, we have gallstones sitting in there that are blocking and creating lots and lots of issues in our health, like
Oh, I see.
inflammation,
Hmm.
arthritis, headaches, pain,
Hmm.
joint pain, a lot of things. It's actually been known that it's actually cured cancer. Can you believe it? Happy New Year. Who
It's
is
my
it?
niece, my beautiful niece.
Hi.
Happy New Year. She said,
Uh,
get well soon. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So wow. That's
so I'll let you know how it goes. So
yeah.
far, the first couple of days, I know we're going to be talking about our topic, but I just quickly wanted to share this because I'm so excited about doing this flush. I've never ever been excited, but because I've heard so many good results from it, that I thought, it can't hurt me. It can only help me.
Right.
Actually helps remove metals out of your body and medication, because over the years we've always taken medication for something,
Right.
um,
Right.
and there is that buildup that sits in that, that sits in the liver and the gallstones, and that's how they are created, through this accumulation
Mm.
of toxins in the body. So yeah, it's I don't know how aggressive. It's aggressive for some people, the actual flush. So it's a 6-day preparation, and then the last day is where you've got to take magnesium or Epsom salts or magnesium citrate. Is that what it's called?
Hmm. Hmm.
And I've been taking apple cider vinegar, diluted in 1 liter water, drinking all that, juicing. Yeah, I'm feeling great. But the first 2 or 3 days, I was having withdrawal symptoms because I like my tea. You know how I like tea? Yeah. But you know what? I don't miss it. I've been having herbal infusions instead, and I love it. I love it. And I found this wonderful tea. Hey,
Okay.
we have T2. Do you have T2 shops there? They just sell tea.
What we have here is Tivana. Tivana only sells tea.
Okay. So our store is called Tea Number 2, right?
Oh,
And this place is just, oh my God, when it comes to tea and all the herbal tea. So I found licorice root tea, and I love licorice, right? But it doesn't have the sweetness, obviously, of a licorice when you're eating licorice, but it's the root, and it's, oh my
yeah,
God, it's amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
Clean.
I don't usually drink any old kind of tea. It has to be because sometimes I overspend at Tivana.
Right. It's easy. Do they sell the teacups and the teapots?
Yes, yes. The
And they're always
infusion.
coming out with
Yeah,
old-fashioned teapots and tea.
yeah, yeah. Beautiful. And I have those fancy ones. And
Yes,
yeah,
me too.
just love it. Yeah. But that's all I drank during my so since December, gosh, December 15-ish. Um, I I couldn't, because I'm a coffee drinker.
Mhm.
Um, I didn't drink coffee. All I could drink was just water, and tea. And it had to be the herbal tea, not
Yes.
the, all that. I would have lemongrass, tea, and so yeah, that's the only thing that I was actually craving it.
Oh, were you? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Was your body healing as it was craving it?
yeah. I think it was my body telling me, "Hey, this is what you need."
Mhm.
So what I started doing was, I got some ginger, fresh ginger, boiled it, lemon with the dash of honey. Was drinking that as well. Yeah,
Lovely. But you look like you've lost some pounds in the process. I'm sure you have.
I hope so.
Not the ideal way to lose, you know,
Yeah.
kilos. We won't call them pounds, but kilos.
Kilos, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, and so this is a good segue to
Mm.
our topic because every new year, some they call it, we're not going to talk about resolutions.
No.
What we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about traditions that each culture has. So and one of our cultures, one of mine actually, is eating round fruit.
Round fruit. Oh.
12, it has to be 12 round fruit. I mean, it's almost like it's the Asian kind of culture.
Uh-huh.
You have to have round fruit. Yeah. So
Hmm.
there's a bunch of oranges or tangerine, yeah,
And
laid out.
all in one hit?
Yes.
So you have to pick those small fruit rounds. Like if you're having 12 of them, like you wouldn't want to have 12 tangerines or 12 oranges, or that would be a lot of fruit to be ingesting,
Yeah, because it's a sign of prosperity.
of course. Mm.
So that, and also another tradition that we have in the Philippines is that you must clean the whole house.
New Year's Eve.
Everything must be swept, clean,
Mm.
organized.
Mhm.
Gosh, what else? Yeah, I mean from top to bottom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you didn't get a chance to do that because you weren't well.
I don't do that.
Oh, you don't do that? Oh, okay. Weird. Okay. Yeah.
um, and then another tradition that we have in the Philippines is that um, you get, instead of the money. So you have paper money, you'll change it into coins. And so you're at midnight, at the stroke of midnight, you toss the coin, and all of whoever's there, they'll pick it up. But it's a sign of prosperity. It's a sign of money coming in, good luck, all of that good stuff. Yeah.
Which, of course, you've got to have the right mindset to have that all take place, because you can be doing all that, but if you've got that negative mindset, he ain't going to do anything. You can throw as much money up in the air as you want.
Right. I mean, not even a negative mindset, but a parasite mindset.
Parasite.
Yeah. I mean, you're just throwing
mindset. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll only throw so much up.
Right. Or, only time I'm going to do this is during the New Year so that I can have all the money, and it's not for, I mean, yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that about the Philippines.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of, traditions. And I went looking for, the different traditions that other countries have. Do you have one?
Yes, we do.
What is yours?
Okay, so we have a few as well that we do. So we eat lentils at midnight.
Oh.
Because lentils, but this is more of a northern Italian tradition thing, because the lentils, every lentil means money. So the more lentils you eat, the more prosperous you're going to be. So so that is like really, really Italian. So that's it. And that's, you eat it at midnight. Exactly.
So it's almost the same as the Southern beliefs, in the African American culture. It's not lentils; it's Hoppin' Johns. It's they'll make that dish,
right?
Black-eyed peas,
right? Prosperous type, bringing abundance into your life. Yeah. So they do the black-eyed peas. Yeah, we do lentils. And another thing is we wear something new. We buy something new, or we wear something that we've never worn before.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're starting the year off new. Like, it's like you've got can even be like new underwear, like new socks, or it doesn't have to be a new outfit. But it's really funny because this year, and I guess I'm just a little bit hooked on that, but I had a dress that I bought before COVID. I never got to wear it. Very simple dress, just a black dress. And, it was just perfect for New Year's Eve. So I wore that, and that was my new thing that I wore for the year. Yeah. So that was that. And then the Sri Lankans, they eat this special rice with coconut, like a coconut flavor in it. And again, that means prosperity. And it's not like loose rice. It's like in cubes.
It's like a because I think we have it as well in the Philippines. Is it almost like a dessert?
Yes, but it's not sweet. It's got that
right, yeah,
kind of slight savory sweet together, because it's got the coconut in it. Yeah, no, it was lovely. And I was like, I like this. Is this a prosperity thing? Okay, I'll have some more. Because that was the day before my cleanse started, you see. And so I was like, I want to try that, and I want to try that. So but I wasn't eating hot, spicy food because I don't like spicy.
Oh. Now, was it a little bit like sticky?
Yes. And it was like a little brick.
Yeah, so we have the same thing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that was quite fun. So yeah, that's what I don't know about other traditions. When I was in the Caribbean, what did they have? They had things like like these black-eyed beans, black-eyed peas or whatever they're called,
Yeah.
that they had for New Year's Eve. Yeah. Again, it's got a lot to do with eating, isn't it? Like it just consuming it.
Yes. So I looked at a whole bunch of them. Um,
And what did you come up with?
so some of them, I mean, it's just I would like to try it, just to go to go to a culture, a family that has that culture and experience it. In Denmark, they break plates.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Greeks do that, but at weddings.
Yes, at weddings, the Greeks eat pomegranate
Oh.
to resemble fertility, life, and abundance. So with Denmark, the more you break, the more good things will come your way.
Jeez. That's unreal.
I just want to be around, when they do this. I mean, that'd be a great time when you're having an argument, right?
Yeah. Smash that. And that's for you. And and you throw it at someone. No, that's dangerous. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that would be. So the other ones are majority of them are like eating fruits and eating all of this. But one thing that you said, about clothing, in Brazil they have to wear red.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Color.
red underwear.
Red underwear. Power. I've heard of that. Well, you know what? It's funny you say that because whenever I have to go to some important event,
Mhm.
I wear red
Okay.
underwear. I do.
I like to hear. I want to hear this.
I said event. Not your event you're thinking, but
Oh, serious. Oh my God. Okay, so what do you do when you're going to the important event?
yeah, I wear red underwear.
Really?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that something that you learned, or is that something that you did on your own, or
On my own. Yeah, that's just my thing.
wow. So what made you choose red?
Well, first of all, red is my favorite color.
Okay.
Red is my favorite color. And then when I studied colors, which you would know,
Yes, yeah. Yeah.
branding and just power colors and passion and power and strength and all that. It's a dynamic color. It's an uplifting color. And subconsciously, see, that's something I've programmed myself to do. You see, that's how we can really
Wow.
change our programming. So, and it's really funny. I know some people every day we dress accordingly to how we feel. Well, I do anyway. If I want to feel a little bit, so I'll be wearing something a bit brighter or whatever. But yeah, if I'm going to certain events, underwear is my thing. Like that's right.
I'm gonna try that.
Wow.
I'm gonna see if I feel different.
Correct. Because you may have to go to an event that you have to wear a certain color or a certain attire, right? So you can't be wearing it on the outside, but you have it close to you. You're wearing it, and you know
Yeah.
you've got it on. Whether it be for ladies, I guess a bra,
Yeah.
or underwear.
Huh.
Wow. Try it.
Okay.
See how it goes.
I'm gonna try that. I really am. Here's another one that I thought was very interesting, and I thought that was, I want to be able to go to that country during this year, during the New Year, bringing in the New Year, just to see, what it looks like in the streets of Colombia. They go around with the empty suitcase. They walk around.
No.
Yeah.
Is that they're preparing themselves for travel, like
For travel, for a journey, so that they'll have a great journey. I mean, it's fascinating when I started looking up these traditions. I mean, just different traditions of countries, and they they believe this. I don't know how it started, but they actually believe these things. So, yeah. So in Colombia, they carry empty suitcases.
Yes.
Um, so, yeah,
People carrying
yeah,
pieces. But see, isn't it interesting how we believe something like that? Like, so we're planting this in our subconscious mind that if we go off and carry suitcases, like
hmm
I could go out today and just carry my empty suitcase and just go through the shopping center holding my suitcase. I look and feel like a traveler in my own city, right?
right.
So subconsciously, you are believing it,
Manifest.
manifesting, and that's how you do it. It's like when they say, write yourself a check. Have you heard, like Jim Carrey wrote himself a $20 million check or something and carried it around, and you've done that.
I have it.
You have it? Yeah. Right.
I
Or
have it.
you I don't know whether I know that photocopiers don't do it because I've tried it, but they say to photocopy money and have like fake money in your wallet, say $100 bill, $500 bill, or whatever. So you feel like you've got all this money in your wallet.
Yeah. So what I do is because I wrote myself, an amount.
Right.
I wrote myself an amount, and every time I, go to my checkbook, I look at it, and I was like, oh, and then I'll. So now, subconsciously, and things like that I'm now that we're talking about different traditions and different things that we do to make manifest. That's exactly what we're doing. We're trying to manifest certain things. But you said a key point in the beginning, so I'm gonna try to get back to that. What you said, um, that when you see that and when you feel it, um, this is what you're trying to attain. So what I'm seeing with me is that when I actually wrote that check to myself, I was flat broke. It was my last check.
Wow, there you go.
It was my very last check. And I wrote, I was like, you know what? I'm going to write myself a check. So I wrote that amount. And ever since then, my pay and the money that I've been receiving has exponentially got larger.
Mm.
So yeah. So yeah, and I'm gonna get to that, and I know it. So every time I sound like, oh gosh, yeah.
And you've got to celebrate. You've got to celebrate
Oh
those.
yeah.
Right.
But what you said in the beginning, you believing this with a negative attitude, or I alluded to, to
Disbelief. Like a
yeah,
because you can be saying, oh yeah, I'm going to win, or I'm going to buy this ticket to win, but you still think, but I never win anyway. So like that's two things that
so
are
you might as well not buy it at all, right?
because you're counter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, or, having the wrong motive. I believe in, manifesting. I believe in, what do you call it? Law of attraction. I do believe in that in a certain way, but it has to be pure. I believe in pureness. I believe in, if I want to manifest prosperity, I would like it to be given back.
Hmm.
I like to, give rather than
Take.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So there's other traditions. Uh, Japanese in Japan they ring the bells. They've adopted it with the Buddhists, but in Chile they have masses in cemeteries.
They all go to the cemetery?
They have New Year's. The masses are held at the cemeteries rather than the church. Yeah, family members spend quality time with their beloved deceased, and it also means to celebrate the new year with their deceased.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
That's
I mean,
Chile or Chile.
yeah, it's chilly. Yeah, it's chilly. Chile, if that's how they want. Let me see. Check. Let me see. What was the other one? Oh, Turkey. They sprinkle salt on the doorsteps.
Oh, okay. That's to ward off negative energies.
Yes, to bring a good spirit, to bring luck. Throughout the year. Ireland sleep with mistletoe
Really?
under their pillow.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, in hopes that they'll find their better half in the future. So these are for single people.
Right.
Yeah.
Could be married people that the other doesn't know. But anyway.
Yeah, and in Singapore, I always wanted to go to Singapore, just to have that experience where they do the lantern, where they,
Mhm.
where they sit, with the, yeah, I would want to do that.
Mm.
That's one thing that I wanted to do. What is the reason for that? Uh, so the ones that release it in the air or they in the river, hopes that people that are written, they have written whatever things on them. So yeah, that's what it is. They're sending off what they've written.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. I
Who
didn't know
does
that it was
that?
part of
Who does that? Sorry?
Singapore.
Singapore. And do they
Yeah.
put it in a bottle? How do they do it? Or just throw it into the
No,
water?
you seen those lanterns
Oh,
with
the
the,
lanterns. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't seen that actually. Oh, is that for their New Year's, is it?
yeah. It's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, just a beautiful sight. I always wanted to see that in person or do it in person. I
And where
know
do
they
they
have
do it? In
certain things.
a lake? Where do they do it? Or in a
Some of them do release it in the air where it, the heat of,
oh,
and some of them do in the river or the lake.
right.
Yeah,
I hope it's biodegradable.
it is.
Let's
It
see.
is. It is. It is.
Mother Nature would be happy.
Yeah. Now, do you have a tradition with your family?
The lentils. I told you,
Just the lentils?
the lentils
Okay.
and the new outfit thing that
Mm,
I mean, that's what we do. I'm sure there's probably others because different regions of Italy have their own, little traditions as well.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I find it really interesting because it's all what we have grown up with and what we believe in and what we um, put importance to that we're
Yeah.
actually creating it to happen. But
Right.
basically,
Yeah.
if we notice, everything's about abundance, about bringing prosperity, about health, more love, more this, more that. So
Mhm.
we probably have to do it during the year to remind ourselves a little bit more, because like anything, it's 12 months before they do it again, and that's a long
Mhm.
time to remind yourself because quite easily it can be forgotten if you haven't got a routine or some type of meditation going on or
Mhm.
reminder of
Mhm.
you know repeating it because the brain loves repetition. that's
Right.
that's how it learns and that's how it changes and that's how it reprograms.
Right.
So we have to you know pull that out, but also some people don't write a resolution or anything, but what I have started doing is like writing a mission statement for my
Mm.
year. Yeah, I've been doing a bit more writing and really, I guess, strategically putting it on paper
Mm-hmm.
what you really want to bring into this new year, what it is you want to create, what it is you want to
Mm-hmm.
bring to your year. And they say also date it, like put a date to it, to when you want that to happen, because
Mm-hmm.
when you put pen to paper and you're physically doing it, there's this connection between, the neurons in your brain, that it's more effective than just going in and typing it all up, they say.
Right, right.
And then
Yeah.
when you put a date on it and put I agree sign, and you literally sign it, because it's like a little mini
Contract.
contract. Yeah.
Yeah.
And read it, reread it, bring it up and remind yourself.
Mm.
Then create, I guess, your goals and how you're going to go about your action,
Mm-hmm.
how you're going to go about to achieve it.
Yeah. I've been studying, well, not studying, I've been listening to Robin Sharma, and I'm listening to his Everyday Hero Manifesto.
Is that his new
So,
book?
I don't think it's his new book. I'm just going, I just got all of his books.
You're in love with him.
I'm in love with them. I am so enamored with him because his book is his his characters are fictional. I found out
Mm,
with the Everyday Hero Manifesto.
mm.
I actually had a suspicion that these people were actual real people and he just changed their names
But they're
and
not.
changed their cultures. No, they're fictional people.
So
They're
he
fictional characters.
created it all. Wow.
He created it all. So what he said on this Everyday Hero Manifesto, just like what you said, he had it in his mind because he was a very he was told by his teachers that he will never amount to anything,
Mm.
that he might as well just give up, getting a career. Even told his parents to expect this child not to be
Anything.
um, except for one teacher. It took one teacher to tell him. She
Mm.
said, I believe that each and every one of us are born with such a gift that you need to give back to the world. You just need to find yours. And so he became a successful attorney. He's a litigator, successful, but he said he wasn't fulfilled. So he was wondering why he's making all of this money and not feeling fulfilled. And so he started to, he understood what his teacher had meant. So he tried to, try to get it. Oh, she said, it's in your instincts, it's in your gut. And that's what she told him. And in his gut, he wanted to write a book. He
Mm.
didn't know how, he didn't know the first thing about writing a book, nothing. So what he did was he started studying all of these other people. And what he did was he imagined it and he wrote it on paper. And he just kept on writing it on paper. And
Mm.
so what he did was, he was like, oh, okay, well, let me write it. So he was doing that. He was, every day he said he would do something to enhance what his gut feeling was telling him.
Mhm.
Yeah, every day. So he would write it. And just like what you said, he did future things. He would write future things. So, yeah, it was just amazing. I thought he was taught by someone.
No,
No,
he had that intuitive gut instinct like his teacher.
yeah, yeah. And what he did was he woke up every morning and studied people who inspired him.
Mm.
Yeah, one of them was Gandhi. He wanted to find out how Gandhi was able to be successful without lifting a pen or a sword. Yeah. So he was reading all of these people and Winston Churchill, all of these other characters. But yeah, he would do that. He actually journaled. He wrote things down, what he wanted, um, what his passion was, and all of that. So yeah, what you're saying is so true.
So now
Like
he's just a full-time author? Is that what he does? What's he do now? Like, he's not,
yeah,
yeah?
yeah, he's a full-time author, speaker.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. And I thought that he became famous because of, the monk who sold his Ferrari, which is his first book. That was his first. And what he did was he published it his own, and he sent it to a publisher, tore him apart. He was heartbroken, and he said he wanted to quit then, but there was just this instinct in him. So he sent it to an editor, and the editor said, "You're successful as an attorney. Why do you want to go into this?
Mm.
Just give it up." And he didn't. So he went to a store, printed it out, made the book, all of that, and put it in a bookstore as a consignment. And the shocking thing about this story is that he was at a bookstore and in a consignment. If the bookstore doesn't sell it, they give it back to you. That's what a consignment is. But an author told him that if you sign your book, if you actually do have your signature or you autograph it, the store needs to keep it. I did not know that.
There you go.
Yeah, the store keeps it. And so he did. He asked the lady if he could sign those 5 books. He printed out. And he noticed that there's this one guy standing there just watching his every move. And so the guy finally said, um, the monk who sold his Ferrari.
I love the title.
And well, the first publisher, the publishing company said that it was a stupid title.
I love it. I
He
think it's
needed to change it.
no.
Everybody was ridiculed. Everybody was saying no, 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 no. Oh God, you have many issues. And this one guy was watching him, and he said, "Huh, the monk who sold his Ferrari. That's a very interesting title." He said, "Tell me about yourself." So he did. He told him everything, and he said, "And here I am." And so the guy said, so the guy purchased the book,
Mm.
gave him his card, and he was a publisher.
Wow.
Yes. After that, this gentleman called him and said, "I would like to buy the world rights of your book for 7 grand."
Wow.
He took it. That was a shocker for me. I was like, "Oh my God, he sold the rights."
Jeez.
Yeah, it became a New York bestseller. Yeah.
Wow.
So from there, he knew that he had it in him. So he wrote another and then another and another. So I'm on his 4th book.
Uh-huh. The 5
Love
a.m.
it.
club as well.
5 a.m. Club.
I like
I
that.
love the characters that he has on there. Just love it. But yeah, if you're intentional, that I don't think, and this is just my belief. My belief is that yes, every new year, we should have intentions as to what we should do in the full year, because really, if we really think about it, it's really not a new year. It's just a new date.
Yeah. Oh, it
So
is.
it's just a new date. Um, but if we have this notion of, okay, it's a new year, then the what's past and in the past year, you know, I can do better this year. Um, what he put on Everyday Hero Manifesto is that he does it every day. He tries to be a better person every day.
Right.
Whatever he was weak on the yesterday, he would try to get it better the next day.
Mm.
I'm like, wow.
I know. And that's a pretty good way to kind of like, it's a wake up call every day to make you want to.
It is. Yeah, it
Good.
is.
Which, we talked about it's not a new year, it's just a new day, just another
Yeah.
day, right? Which, if we go deeper, even in the spiritual world, there's no such
Mhm.
thing as time.
No, there isn't no time. There's
There-
no time.
There's no time. So really,
Yeah.
here we are chasing time, chasing months, chasing minutes, everything. Like, I don't know about you or anyone else out there that's listening.
Mhm.
Um, Everything's going fast, but we think, well, why is it so fast? And where are we going? Why are we chasing? Like, it's just this incredible,
Yeah.
you know, spinning. And even like the months and the years, and then it gets to Christmas. Do you know, talking about Christmas, and because I said to my sister in law, oh, we've got Easter just now, like that'll just be around the corner now. And she said, well, after New Year's Day, they had the hot cross buns already in the supermarkets. Yeah, here in Australia.
Oh, here, they already have Valentine stuff.
Up.
And yeah,
Yeah. See what I'm
after the New Year, right after. I mean, it was like, what in the world?
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah,
know.
it's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah.
It,
We're so governed or slaves. We make ourselves slaves.
mm.
Yeah. Mm.
And we trap ourselves really, because it's like getting on this hamster wheel that we can't get off.
Yeah. 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 But if we can just, see every day as an opportunity to be the best, be better, than the previous day. Um, I have, rearranged my office several
Have you?
times.
Well, does it look different from that end? Like from what I'm looking, it must be the other side you've been.
Yeah, yeah. So I have my huge monitor right there. Well, that's my desktop. This is my laptop. Because before I would just, put my laptop right where my desktop is. So you would see the same thing, but no. So I rearranged everything and I'm still not done, but I'm getting to the point where, how can I feel comfortable? What can I do? How can I do certain things? What would inspire me? What do I need to change to give me that inspiration, that kind of thing. So now whenever I'm working in here, I have classical music playing.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
like, yeah.
yeah, and it just gets me in that zone. I also, what I've done, and this is through Robin Sharma. This is what I've also done is that I've put a timer on my cell phone, so that when I'm working something really, focused, I'll give myself an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that 1 hour, then I'll stop when that bell rings or that alarm goes off. Then I'll go to the next task that I'll do intense, just straight 1 hour, not being distracted by anything else. And I'll just do that. Yeah.
Hmm. And that's
So,
good, because that way you're tracking. And are you having a break in that hour?
yes,
After 25
yes,
minutes or so, they say that you should have at least a 5-minute break, like a
yes,
between
yeah,
breaks.
yeah. And so, that's what I do. Oh, Gwendolyn, Happy New Year.
Happy
Yes, and that's Stefania.
and guess.
Welcome, welcome. Yeah, and that's what I also do because sometimes we get caught up in certain things that um, I and my phone will tell me, okay, it's relax time. So that's what I'll do. I'll do a relax time. I'll either go outside, take a deep, you know, breathe in the air, or take out my dog and we'll walk around or play. Go downstairs to see my kitties and we'll play. Just to get um, that mindset of work, 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 work to let's play, let's relax, let's,
It's actually called breaking state.
oh, breaking state.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Breaking state. So I'm breaking state.
You are breaking states. So
Yeah.
when you do that, it's good because it breaks that, and then you're taking yourself away, and when you come back, it's fresh again. Because we, attention span sort of dwindles.
Yeah.
We need to have
Yeah.
that. We can do that regularly. It's a good practice to have.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I have been trying to get to um, for Kazaya to also pick up. And so what she's doing now, instead of being on her iPad or all of that, so she does read the book. She loves the books, but now she's painting.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, yes. And I'm going to show you one of her final products, and you will just be amazed. How can I get this big? Okay. All right.
Holy mogoly, she did that?
Yes. Well, that's a paint by number, but still.
What's a paint by number?
So there's numbers, and there's the numbers coincide with the
Oh,
paint.
so the etching's already there, and then she just adds the colors.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I was going to say that whole composition is amazing for her age. Okay.
Yeah.
Added colors and everything. With watercolor?
No, it's acrylic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, for her to stay within, and still have that, she would say, "Mom, how do I do?" I said, "Just,
Easy.
do what's natural to you." So she started doing it, and this one was her first one. Her second one, much better.
Oh, wow.
Because you can tell. Yeah. So this one was really good, but the next one, because I gave her some tips as to how to. So I told her, I said, because she said, "Well, I don't know how to do it." I said, "Yes, you do. You do know how." What was it that that Robin Sharma said? Victims have a vocabulary of "I can't." Conquerors have a vocabulary of "Let me do it." So I told her, I said, "No, just try it. Try it and see if you'll like it. And if you don't like it, at least you did it." So yeah. So she said, "Well, I can't do it, and I'll do it." Let's remove that "I can't do it."
Yeah.
Let's just try it. Just do it. So when you do something, you'll know, you're good at it or not.
I remember I was told years ago, it's back at school, when you say "I can't," when you say "can't" in America.
Can't.
I can't means I don't want to.
It could be. Or it could also mean that I'm intimidated, and I don't want to look like a failure.
Right. So you still don't want to because for whatever reason. So it
can't. I can't do that.
means you don't want to. So remove that out of your vocabulary.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. At least try. Try.
Yeah.
Yeah. even with we're talking about New Year, and this is a new year. We've already have it ingrained in our brains that, oh, this year is going to be a great year. And then we always, I look back at, 2020 was so hard during the COVID. This was a rough year. This was a bad year. Well, there's a whole bunch of them that are saying, oh my God, 2022 was so rough. It was so bad. Worse than COVID. So we take a look at the whole year and we make an assessment based on some of the things that didn't go our way.
Which is just feedback, really, isn't it?
That's all it is. Yeah.
Only feedback. It's not good, it's not bad. It just is feedback to reassess, to then
exactly
for the following, year.
Yeah. And if things don't go our way, that doesn't mean it's bad.
It's actually good. It's actually good.
Yes.
Because that means it wasn't meant to be like that.
Well, not necessarily not meant to be, because that becomes an excuse. Well, the reason why it didn't happen because it wasn't meant to be. It's more like it didn't happen the way I wanted it. The result was just different than what I expected. So, or let's say, okay, let's use exercise, because everybody loves to have that resolution of I'm going to lose weight. the highest the highest membership with gyms are during the new year, and then it falls off 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. And the reason why it didn't work is because the mentality of I'm going to start off in the new year and then do it, and then if you weren't thinking about it before the new year, what makes you think that you're going to continue on when you do it in the new year? If this is something that you really want to accomplish, you will do it.
Yes.
I remember I was, I was heavier than I am now. And I had made up in my mind that I am going to go from a size 22 to a size, 4. And I did it. I did it in 7 months without doing any kind of harsh things. I just went to the gym religiously. I ate what I was supposed to. I did all of the things that I knew that I needed, in order to lose that weight and be able to get to the goal that I needed to be. And yeah, I did it.
That's right.
I made it happen, because when you're determined for the results, you're going to continue to do it. Were there times where I was hurt and I wanted to give up? Yeah, but I wanted the results more.
Right.
That's what I wanted. So, when we make up in our minds that we want to do something, it doesn't matter what the result was before. Like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan said, I will be the greatest basketball player. He was cut during his high school. He didn't make the first NBA. He didn't make any of that, but he became the greatest basketball player ever. So you have to start somewhere. You have to be amateur-ish first until you get it better. If whatever result you want, that's what you go for. Just because it didn't go your way the first time, you didn't get the results, the way you wanted it the second time, and it didn't work again, you just keep on doing it until, and like what you said, it's feedback. It's letting you know what didn't work.
That's it. You get to choose to do it again, different way.
different way. Yeah.
And that in itself, when you say that to yourself, well, I get to choose to do it again rather than, oh, I failed and I didn't get it. And again, you're getting to that victim,
Right.
self-sabotaging thought patterns. You then can switch it around and say, well, oh, I get to do it again. I get to choose to do it again or to do it differently.
With knowledge.
Sorry, what was that?
With knowledge now.
What knowledge now? Yeah.
With knowledge that way didn't work.
Yeah.
Now you're going to do it a different way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you now have wisdom. You now have knowledge as to what not to do.
Absolutely.
Right?
And,
Yeah.
Going back to if you're doing it again the same way, well, that's insanity, isn't it?
It is insanity. It sure is insanity. Yes, right. That's right. Redirection. That's all it is. It's a redirection. And yes, never give up. Love it. Yeah. Don't give up, because if there's this picture or meme where it's showing a guy who's digging for diamonds, and he's digging, and then he finally said, you know what, I quit. And it shows how long he's been digging, and it was just a few more inches where he said, I quit, and that's where the diamonds were. So in the words of Robin Sharma, I'm going to keep on quoting him. During your most frustration time, during your most downtime, during your most time in your life where everybody ridicules you, everybody says no, everybody says you're not going to make it, and you're at that lowest, is the very time that you need to do it, because you're at that brink of breakthrough.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that before. Even when you're having resistance within yourself, that resistance is because you're getting closer to that breakthrough.
Yes. Yeah.
Trying to obtain.
Yeah.
Very interesting, isn't it?
Very, very.
So you have to just meet up with Robin Sharma, is it? That's his name again. I can't remember.
Sharma, yes. I want to be able to go to one of his seminars. I see myself, I envision myself being there and meeting him and letting him know that you, sir, have inspired me.
Yes.
Every morning you inspire me. Yeah. He's his mindset, his characters of the 5 a.m. club. I mean, can you imagine those characters? How did he come up with those characters?
Yeah,
and
I think he must be a visionary, because I think he must just get in there and just vision and feel it. And
yeah,
imagine him as a kid; he would have just had an amazing.
Yeah, and he said as a kid he was very withdrawn. He
Really?
was very quiet. He didn't have a lot of friends, and that's why the teachers were saying that he was never going to amount to anything.
But he had that, all that play going on in his head.
Yeah.
So, if he was withdrawn, he's within, and it was all those characters were just jumping around and, lots of fun in his mind.
Yeah. Just amazing. As to what each and every one of us, we have that gift, we have that ability, we have that skill, we have that talent. Can you imagine if we really dig in, if we really, dig deep inside as to what we're really meant to be and what we're really meant to do? And that is to give, of course. But how do we give it? With you're helping, men with their relationship. And it's a tough. I mean, kudos to you. Because if you were to ask me to do that, I'm like, not that I can't, because I can,
That's right.
but I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's just my choice. I'm not going to do it because one, I don't have that desire. It's not in me to, can I speak to a man? Yeah, I can. Can I help him with the relationship? Right? Yeah, I know, right? Not me. But you are good at it. You are very good at it. Men listen to you. Um, I looked at your book on Amazon, and there's some men that made reviews. That's awesome. You know, so for you to be able to just continue on with that,
I
I know
know.
sometimes it might look dark, it might look, bleak, it might look, but that's all it is. The sun is still shining no matter what. It
Exactly.
might it might be, dark here, but the sun is still shining because it's shining over there right now.
Right.
So the sun doesn't go away. It never will. So it is shining somewhere. But yeah, just what you do, you're needed because when you help men, you're helping me.
Yeah. And help the ladies as well.
You're helping us women.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I've heard a lot of that from women. I've actually had a lot of women reach out to me, just really, in awe of what I do. And oh my God, that is so much needed. And then I actually started to get the men reaching out and saying the same thing. And, the men will like tippy toe around and, oh my God, bless you. Men are stubborn. No, they're not. They're not stubborn. They're just, it's their pride, They just, no man out there's got a problem. They will not tell you they've got a problem. It's like their friends got it or their buddy at work's got that issue. But that's okay. That's okay. It's just a process and it's building rapport. And yeah, I love it. I love it because then once they get to know me and start working with me, they do open up. They do.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, Stefania. It's okay. I'm here. I'm holding space for you. So they can't believe that they're saying what they're saying to me. So that to me also is just quite satisfying to know that they feel comfortable in my energy, and that I
Yeah.
offer in them
Yeah.
the best way that I can. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And for you to have like Robin Sharma, for the teachers to say you'll never amount to anything.
oh,
And
well,
and then
I've had that said to me too. That. And I've had
yeah,
said that, what I'm doing is just there's no use for like it's just it's going nowhere. It's a dead end.
right.
And
Yeah.
I just
You
like
might as well do something else. You,
exactly.
yeah, so and what Robin Sharma had put on there, he realized he had the aha moment. Um he said that's only their opinion.
Of course. Yeah.
And that's all it is. And they're entitled to that.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Mhm.
But the thing is you don't need to listen to it.
No.
You
And
have to let it go.
right. And that's been a lesson for me as well, right? There's a reason why that's happened to me, and I'm sure the same for Robin Sharma, because that was my journey of not, hanging on to other people's opinions, and wanting approval because I don't need anybody's approval.
No,
you know,
no.
knowing that, what I do is not for every man, and that's okay. But the right
Yeah,
men will reach out and
right,
seek help because they're ready. They've come to that crossroad and they can't do it on their own. And it's either that or go further down the dark hole, you know.
right.
Um,
There is a saying, and I've heard it, quite a few now. When the student is ready, the teacher arrives or
Yes.
shows up. And so, um, gosh, my hat's off to you, Stefani, because uh, look, I want to have some men come your way, but that pride, like what you said, you're like, I don't need no woman telling me whatever.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
But as I said, I'm not for everybody, and
right,
not everybody um, will want to take that road to better themselves. You know what I mean? They think they can do it on their own. They think they don't need help. They don't have a problem, and that's their journey. And it may happen later on in their life that they realize they do need help. And everybody needs it. I mean, you and I, as
yes,
um,
yeah,
you know, consultants, coaches, therapists, someone like that needs therapy. Like Renee Brown.
hmm,
Right? She had
yeah,
one of her TED Talks, and she talks about vulnerability and how she, talked openly, and she had to seek
a
therapy.
therapist,
Yeah.
yeah,
And therapist, and the therapist she chose obviously was a therapist that, you know, consults with other therapists. She actually deals with
right,
therapists because
right,
we are very aware. We know what's going on. So an average therapist, we can kind of like override them, right? Like a bit like,
right.
right? It was like, oh, I know it. And we dissect and break
Oh
everything.
yeah, yeah,
So we do need someone that knows what we do, and it's a different ballgame, but we need it. So we as therapists, we as consultants, we as coaches have it, seek help, and therefore the average person, needs it as well, whether they
right,
are aware of it or not. They also, will benefit. I won't say need, will benefit, because there's benefits in everything, right?
yes, yeah, 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 yeah. We all do, and what you do and how you do it is just wonderful. Um, and that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to um, help. We're meant to be in each other's lives, to be able to be a help, to be able to, be that shoulder. There's a scripture in the Bible where it says, two heads are better than one. You know, when one is in the pit, the other one can pull them out.
Mhm.
Vice versa. So yeah, we need each other. Um, we're here to encourage one another. We're here to, um, you know, give that um, encouragement to have you shine a little bit more. Because when we have our conversations, you get on me. And you pull that greatness out of me, because sometimes I like to have a pity party,
Yeah.
and I'm invited, um, and then you crash my party, and vice versa,
Likewise with me, exactly.
Yeah,
Likewise
yeah.
with me.
So we do need that. We do need each
I mean,
other, and
am I on the pink couch? Do I feel like I'm on that pink couch? I feel like I'm on that pink couch right now.
I do it oh so subtly.
I know, I know, I know.
Yeah,
Uh,
every minister has a pastor, every coach has a coach, and everyone in leadership has a leader. Yes,
yes.
that is so true. And and what is this? And yes, support is a beautiful thing. It is, because
And
when
there's
you
nothing wrong with accepting support too. That's the thing, the ego gets in the way, and we don't like, I can't look like I'm breaking down or I've got a problem. Like, no. And if you have the right support group, they're not going to judge you. They're going to be there for you and uplift you and, you know,
right,
see you through it and guide you and love up on you. So, you have to be also discerning of who you have around you. And
Exactly.
this year, I'm very mindful of that. I think in the past I've been a little bit naive about who I have in my circle, but this year, through everything that I've been through, and it hasn't been bad. I actually think it's been wonderful, because that has been a biggest eye-opener, biggest lessons, great feedback, and I am more mindful of when I let people into my circle now. Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's not being analytical or judging. I check in on myself. I don't just open up the doors and do the kumbaya thing. Remember? It's an etiquette. Can't be doing kumbaya with everybody, Stefania. It's like, oh, I like kumbayas. And I will never, ever forget that. So that has stuck in my mind. You are not doing kumbaya with me. Nope. You forget that, Janetta?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I remember that. God, that was a long time ago, Stefania.
I know. I won't forget it. It's like the best thing. It's the best thing. That goes through my mind now. I say, I don't want to do kumbaya with you. No, I'm going to do kumbaya with you.
Oh, right. Yeah. We're not gonna kumbaya today.
Or ever.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't care. I don't care anymore what people think. Whereas before I was like really, driven by other people's opinion. That was my journey. That was what I had to learn. There were lessons, big
Yeah.
lessons.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful.
But in our journey, because every time I hear the word journey, I see a road, and each road is not perfect. Not by any means. None of the roads are perfect. Even the brand new ones that um, they have made, it's not perfect either.
No.
So when we go through the journey and we see we've hit a pothole and it didn't do good to our car. I'm like, ugh. But guess what? It taught us when we see another dark little area, what we're going to do is we're going to swerve. We're going to try to avoid that pothole. And if we cannot avoid that pothole because there's an oncoming traffic, we slow down
Yeah.
so that the impact is minimal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll keep on going. So just in that analogy or in that vision, it shows you that yes, we do get, hit and bruises and bumps and things like that, but we learn from it. And when we can't avoid it, we'll minimize the impact and then keep it moving. Because if you get stuck there, Stefania, you're my triple A.
Yeah.
I need you. I need you right now. Yeah, and that's what we do. Yeah. Yeah.
And the tools you learn along the way, keep using them, because they are tools to, prevent you or not have as big an impact, or get out of that emotional feeling a lot quicker, not sit in it for so long. That's why
Right.
tools are given to you. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And I know you said, this year you're more aware. Actually, you've been doing it
I know prior. Yeah.
prior. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
definitely.
You
But
have.
yeah, so I'm just kind of emphasizing the fact about the new year. But no, I started. But we know we have no time. That's right. There's no such thing as time. It's only a date. But
Yeah.
I'm mindful, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, here's a task for you.
Thank
And
you.
I want you to do this. And we're gonna probably incorporate or talk about it on next Friday. Okay.
Mhm.
I want you to watch the very first video.
Oh my God, you told me about that.
I want you to watch the very first video that we had our show and then compare it to today's show.
Oh, I can
And,
already
and
tell you.
well, no, I want you to see it. I want you to I know you can tell it, but I want you to visualize it because then it becomes a more of an impact. Because
Mhm.
now what you're doing is like, oh yeah.
And like
Oh,
we're hanging out in the
yeah.
same lounge room. Yeah, yeah, no, it's more relaxed, more me, more me.
Yes. Yeah.
What was I?
And
A bit like a stun mullet, was
oh
I?
my gosh, you wouldn't move. Sometimes I thought you were frozen.
Fun. Are you there?
You're like your whole body language just
Really?
screamed, I'm terrified.
Mm.
But because and now
And
and
I've
here's
been sticking to it, haven't I? I've been
yes,
sticking to it. That's
yes,
really funny you say
yeah,
that.
and so we're talking about what we want, the results, and the what we talk about during New Year's. I want to do this. This time I'm gonna lose weight, or I want to do live more. I want to be a speaker. I want to do so. But if you really, I said, okay, I'm gonna help you, and we're gonna do this, and
You've helped me tremendously. You've
but you
helped
see the results.
yeah.
Yeah, because you want the results way more than you being so afraid.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
it
know.
overrode the results that you wanted. It overrode of you being afraid. Yeah. So
Ex
yeah, let's talk about it next week.
Thank you, thank you. And you know what? I still have my very first video that I did, like, my first video, like, just presenting, like, what my mission statement was. I can't remember what I've got to pull it out. I'll send it to you. It's I was in Italy back then, so we're
Mhm.
looking about 5 years ago. Oh my God, I laugh every time because 'cause I'm
Oh,
stiff as a board and I'm just
you've
frightened.
known each other that long?
Yeah,
Whoa, that's mind blowing.
it is, isn't it?
Whoa, okay, wow.
I don't know the
Yeah,
exact date. We'll have to do a bit of research so we can celebrate our anniversary.
yes, yes, yeah. I do believe it's in April. I do believe
Is it?
April. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I believe it's in April. I know I started it, myself, but we're gonna celebrate it when you join. I believe it was April.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So our first video together was when? What month was it? Because we've had our 1 year already, haven't we?
Yeah, we've surpassed the 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm seeing, a year ago. I was like, what? Is it a
And
year ago?
what was that topic back then? Do you remember? Do you remember the title of it?
Oh gosh, I think we were talking about, if I'm not mistaken, um, oh gosh, our words. I think it was about our words, how we talk, or if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. I'll
Okay.
look it up.
Well, I'll watch it. That's my homework for this week.
Yes,
So we can have a
because
bit of
you're going to present next week.
I am. What shall we
It's
talk about?
your turn. I
Who's
remember when I said, okay, we're going to do different topics. I mean, we're going to do topics, but we're going to, you're going to do one. You're like, what?
I know. Me?
What? Oh.
And you said, "Yep, yep," and you went, "Yep," and that's it. "Okay, see you next week."
Yeah.
You
Yes.
just put it out there.
And look, now you're saying, oh, let's talk about this. This would be a wonderful topic. Yes, Sophia.
Yes, I know, I know. So
Yeah, and
thank
And you even went on your own when I couldn't
I
make it.
know, I did too. I did. And I just like, and you said, "You can do it. I'll just pop in." And she never popped in. That's the thing. She said, "I'll pop in and join you where I can." So here I am talking, and Zanetta never popped in. I went, "Oh, how dare you!" But then it was all right. It was like, because I was like, "Where's Zanetta?" I was like, "She ain't coming," so I'm just going to keep talking here.
Yes, yes. Because
That was
my
planned.
intention, yes, my intention was for you not to be dependent on me.
I know,
Yeah.
and it worked. So
And it did.
yes, mission accomplished.
And look at you now doing your own show
I know.
and going live, I mean, almost every day.
Yeah.
How about that?
I do have my men's groups as well. So any men watching this now and that are not aware of it, I do have two men's groups. One's called Rock Solid Relationships for Men, and that has 365 members and growing. And my other group is called Stop Attracting Toxic Women. And that has 348 members, and that's growing really fast. They're like knocking on my door wanting to be in my groups.
Wow.
Not. That's like, and there's like, when it comes up again and a reminder, so and so wants to join the group. It's like, it's so funny. Yeah. So it's growing. I do videos on that all the time, and there's lots of interaction. So it's been fun. So that's why I know men are engaging. They're definitely.
Yeah. That is just wonderful. That's that. Wow.
So my
Wow.
communities are growing. So all
Yes.
I've got 600, because not all the men in the rock solid relationship are in the stop attracting toxic women. Because the ones in the rock solid relationship community, that's more about men that are already in
In a
relationship,
relationship. Yeah.
or they're single and they've not really had really bad experiences. They're still very, wanting to find love the right way, or in a way
Yeah.
self-improvement, and knowing more about the female psyche. Whereas the other one is a little bit more, they're opening up, they're actually sharing their story, and how
Mm.
so and so is going through a divorce, and how he's been cleaned up dry, and none able to see the kid, not just stories. So and the men in it, this is what, because I encourage this, because I say this is a group for you brothers, to come together and support each other as men. I'm the female, right, but you men have to get in, and they're in there. So I have a chat as well, like a messenger chat that's going as well, and that's quite active. Yeah. So
Well, can I just say this? And maybe, a month from now, 6 months from now, because I'm putting a date on it.
okay.
Because I like what you said, put a date on it. Maybe a month from now or 6 months from now, that when you do get that big break, because I'm blown away by that 300 number.
Yeah, go look at rock solid relationships for men and stop attracting toxic women.
Oh, I believe you. I mean, just for one.
Women, oh my God, the women that want to join in the stop attracting toxic women. I don't know. They're thinking, what is all this about? Like, and yeah, the women are really. I've had to knock back 30 women till now, because, and I say, look, apologetically, this is a men's group, so don't take offense. It's not, it's not a bitching, arena.
Yeah.
That's not what we're
I mean,
creating. Yeah.
but you got to understand, Stefania, to have one man join a group to talk about relationship. Heck, that one up there,
Would never do it, right?
you were like, I just want to applaud you for this. So, and this is the statement that I want to make, and I want you to, grasp it, take a hold of it, embrace it and let it be a part of you. To those that said you will never amount to anything, to those that said you might as well quit and do something else, for you, yourself, by yourself, to have 300 plus men
in each
to
group, right? So a total of about 700 nearly.
look, I'm just going down to the low number.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not going to the actual number. I'm going down to the lowest number. To have 300 men. Can you imagine a woman gathering 300 men in one group, in one setting? Let's just look in the old days when a woman would walk into a gentleman's club, or they're there smoking a cigar and drinking whiskey and brandy or whatever. Oh, everything stopped. I'm like, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. You don't. But for a woman to do
that. Well,
my
thank
hat
you.
is off to
Thank
you.
you. I don't see it like that. I just, me. I'm just like,
Well, you need to.
I need to. I know.
You need to, because that is a feat. That is an accomplishment. That is. Can I go as far as a miracle? I think I can go as far as that's a miracle. Yeah. Not everybody can do that, Stefania. So this is your gift. That is where your gift, your talent, your contribution to the human race is to help men. And inadvertently, you're helping us women.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
That's
You're
how
making this world a better place.
Mm.
You
And
are.
that's exactly what I want to portray. I'm not here to emasculate men, or because sometimes men will just like be on guard first, like, what, a woman? And what do you want to just like put us down like every other woman? Because that's the thing. Unfortunately, a lot of men have had it hard. I know that there's a lot of attention on the women, and there has been a lot of abuse with women. I won't deny that, but there's also the other side of where men have been abused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mentally, physically, emotionally. And, that's not told. Those stories are not told. That
No,
doesn't
no, no.
come up to the media like
Like
what
women.
like women. Yeah.
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 I mean, even in my where I do help, um, I could my contribution to society, to for women who have been sexually abused, who have been trafficked, who have been abused. So that's my contribution.
Right.
Is it you know is it safe to say that men have that issue too? They
Correct.
do go through that.
Absolutely. And that's what I was going
But
to say, for men that have been, particularly, say, like, let's talk about the sexual abuse, have been sexually abused. It's so much easier for a woman to say, I've been sexually abused, like I was raped or whatever. I mean, for a man to come out and say that, they ain't going to come out and say it. There is no
no,
way. You know what I mean? So that pain, that hurt, that wound is far more deeper, I'm sorry to say, than what a woman feels, because it means at least the woman has that, it's like accepted for a woman to say there, she's encouraged to come out and talk about it and heal from it and everything. With men, it's not.
there's not a lot of resources for men to go to.
No.
Women, we have a lot of resources, and like what I said, I'm comfortable speaking with women, helping them. Do I know, and do I recognize that there are men? Yes, but would I um, uh, volunteer to be one of the mentors, one of the no, because I don't have that mindset. I
Right.
don't have that.
Right.
Um, with you, I'm like, talk to Stefania. Stefania's at the Gentleman Square. But,
Yeah.
not that I can't do it.
No, of course
It's
not.
not me.
Yeah. And you choose
It,
not to. You choose not to. And
yeah,
that
I choose not to. Yeah, it's like, if you have me ride a motorcycle or a car,
right.
hands down, car. So yeah. So that is like what I said, Stefania. You need to see this totally different. You really do. Since we're talking about the new year,
Bring it back to the new year. Exactly.
you need to look in that mirror. You really need to look in that mirror and see what it is, for what it is, for who you really are. You are doing great things that it's unheard of. Heck, you have a woman, me, who has a group, and I only have 188. And yet you have what, men? Oh, 300, over 300? Two groups twice? 700? Yeah. Don't downplay this. Don't, no, no. You're gifted. This is where you belong. This is your gift. This is your talent. And this is where you are needed. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement. Thank you for the support. And yeah, it is. And I'm glad that not that I need that, but it's because it's a lonely road. I won't lie to you. It is a very lonely road
It
being
is. Yeah.
entrepreneurial as well. And then the topic, the niche that I have, yeah, it's because either men are drawn to it or they just are repelled as well. Even in my own personal life, they say, "What do you do?" I'm a consultant. So it's a therapist, consultant, hypnotherapist. Oh, what do you do? And like only when they ask because they want to dive deeper. And I thought, At first they used to say, "Do you really want to know?" Like, get your runners on, because after I tell you, they would just disappear. But
Yeah.
yeah, not anymore, because I think now I'm just like, I've embraced it. Like, not that I wasn't
Yeah.
embracing it back then. It was because I was, falling back on the opinions of others. I know what I was doing. So that's all been healed now. And it does rear its ugly head up once in a while.
Of
But
course.
I have the tools and I know exactly how to navigate through it. This part,
Yeah.
it doesn't linger for weeks, months, or whatever. It just, I just make it go.
Yeah. So, this is what I've done for myself, in terms of healing, and in terms of, when things are brought up back, like what you said, it rears its ugly head from time to time. So, and in order for me to get over that, because our brain never understands time. It doesn't understand past. It doesn't understand, present, nor does it understand future.
Mm,
It's just there. That's why we can manifest certain things, because you tell the brain, and the brain is like, oh yeah, that's okay. So, with when you said you're already healed, um, when we get injured, or when we have a surgery, or when we get so bruised up, there's
mm,
going to be a scar. And sometimes the scars are very prevalent. And when you take a look at it, and then you have that memory, and then just as long as you're not having physical pain, then you're good. That
right.
means that thing still hasn't healed. But this is a reminder for me that I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right
Wow.
there.
What happened
Yeah.
there?
So if you touch it, it doesn't, it's like my one skin. It looks like I have a birthmark.
Mm.
But actuality, I was in the military and I had my iron on full. I mean, blast, like the hottest.
Mhm.
And, you know, I was trying to do it quick. So I was doing it on my bed.
Where you shouldn't
Well, that was the last time I did my iron on bed.
be on your bed.
And when I put my arm down, the iron
Oh, fell on it.
fell.
Ah.
And when I could, it was so painful that I couldn't make a sound. I I couldn't make a sound. And when I put the iron back, my skin was right there. This was all white. So I had third and fourth degree burns. That's it. You can see almost because it's right where the bone is,
Yes,
right
yeah.
here. Yeah, I
So
could
the
see that.
skin was stuck to the iron, obviously.
Yes, yeah. That's how bad it was. So what happened was I went to the infirmary and they were like, "Oh my God, we need to tell you." Well, you couldn't because I was in the middle of nowhere. I was in Korea,
Mm.
um, and the nearest hospital was like 3 hour away, and it was at night, so they had to do what they needed to do. So, um, and that taught me. I don't remember the pain. I I can't even describe to you the pain. I can't even, all I can remember is that the iron went on there because there's evidence.
Mm.
I can tell you the story. And when I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That's why I don't iron on the bed anymore.
Right. Yeah.
So when we go through something painful, when we take a look at the evidence, or when we take a look at, oh yeah, I do remember that. Just remind yourself, oh yeah, I learned a lesson from that. Yeah, I can. So you don't, as long as you don't remember the pain or you don't start feeling that same emotion,
Mm.
then you're fully healed. It's okay to be reminded once in a while,
Yes.
because then it lets us know that we've been wiser from
Yeah.
that time. We've learned, and we've learned to embrace what happened. We've learned to say, you know what, this is a part of me now,
Right.
and this is like, what do you call it? Those henna. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah, yeah. The art.
The art.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my henna.
Your Hannah.
So all of my scars are my henna.
Yes.
My my yeah, my scar for when I got my surgery. You don't see it anymore
No, no.
because that's how my skin does. But you can see it when you come close.
Yeah.
I have this huge scar right
Mhm.
there.
Never noticed it.
Yeah, but that's my henna. It's my decoration. Yeah,
Part of you now. Exactly.
it's beauty.
Yes. And the beauty's from within out. Of course.
Yes.
It's not
So all of the traumas, all of the disappointments, all of the pain, all of the crying at night, those they're your beauty now. They're your beauty scars.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it's been fun being talking
Yes. Oh
about.
gosh, we're almost 2 hours.
And before we end, I quickly wanted to, if anyone's out there watching it, to
Oh yes.
tell our men and ladies out there about my book,
Yes.
Master the Language of Attraction. It's a really good book.
Master the language of attraction.
Some
Love it.
juicy, content between the pages.
Yeah.
Grab yourself a copy on Amazon.
Yes, yes. It's a good read. It really is. It has great content. Nothing fluff, nothing, I really like the way you wrote that. it's not God, how do I want to describe this? It's in my mind. Just to get it into words is it's not macho,
Oh,
and it's not condescending to women.
no.
you know it's done elegantly. I think that's what I want to say. It's done very elegantly. Yeah. So yes, um um Gwendolyn does have a show. It's called Beauty for Ashes, and yeah, I saw it.
Oh, really?
Some powerful stuff there.
Mm.
Yeah.
She has guests on her show?
Huh?
She has guests, or she just talks on her show?
Yeah, she has her series. She has, yeah.
Nice.
She's on
I have to
TV.
check it out. I have to check it out. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't because it's your TV. Is there any way is it on any kind
No,
of
I think it's a streaming. So
is it streaming?
yeah, you can look it up.
Wonderful.
JD3 TV.
JD3 TV.
Yes. Oh, and she said she will have a guest. Oh, go well now.
I will have a guest.
Guest.
Mm.
Yeah, she will have guests.
Oh,
Awesome.
that would be
Yeah.
fun.
So there it is.
Her number.
JD3 TV.
So shall I call you Gwyneth?
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn. Oh, it's not her phone number. That's her, the station.
Yeah. That's where it's at. Yeah.
I'll be calling you, Gwendolyn.
She said she would love to have us both on. Awesome. That would be lovely.
Yes, let us know.
Yeah.
We'll be there with our bells on.
Oh, I don't have my bell here. I did have a bell, but I was like, oh, I rearranged. Never mind. Yeah. So this was really, really great. Is there? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, she's in Australia.
I can call you. I can call you because I can call American numbers. So
okay.
unless she has a WhatsApp, or we can join on Messenger. But yeah, I'll call you. We can connect.
Awesome. I'll give you her number.
Thank you, Gwendolyn.
Yes. So it's been lovely.
As always.
As always. Yeah.
Yes, we brought up some stuff from the past and some kumbaya. I remember that. I haven't mentioned. But remember, there was a while I was always talking about that on the show.
Yeah. Oh, and we alluded to the trolls. So hello, trolls.
Yes, trolls. We haven't saluted our trolls. We know you're watching.
So how about we have a new tradition?
Troll.
Hashtag
troll.
Hashtag troll. So how about we have a new a new tradition for the troll what for the trolls? What did we call them?
Troll.
We call them. No, you named them something. Gosh, I can't remember now. But
was it funny?
So,
must have been funny.
So for those that troll,
yes,
hashtag troll. How about we have a new tradition? How about you come on and comment and actually show yourself? They're not haters. No, they're not haters. No, they are not haters.
No. We love them. We love you, trolls.
Yes, we do. We love the trolls. Yeah.
And this is not to make you stop trolling, because we want you to keep trolling.
There you go, trolling the trollers. Yeah. So we love you. We would want to have a new tradition for you trolls to, show yourself during the live.
Gwendolyn says, okay, we love the trolls.
Yes, we do. We do. We love trolls because the trolls gives us numbers, give us views. Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
So yes, it's been a pleasure. It's been this has I don't think we need to have a time where there's a gap for how many what is it, three Fridays that we haven't been on here? Yeah. So we can't do that because we're kind of catching up. We're trying for lost time.
But there's no time, remember? So everything's
Right, right. That's true. That is true.
no time.
Yes. No
So
time.
we've
There's no
not
time.
missed. We haven't been missed. It's just a continuation. We're just flowing on through.
Yes. Yes. As we do.
Yes.
We have a topic, but then we kind of go with the flow of the conversation, but we always bring it back.
Hmm.
So, yeah. So it was a great seeing you this new year.
Likewise, and everyone
Yeah.
else out there. Thank you, Gwendolyn, for joining us and staying to the end.
Yes.
It's
Thank
been
you.
fun.
It has been. Yeah. Yeah. And hopefully next week my natural voice will come back. So
No, it's been fine. It's been husky and sexy and
sex sultry.
sultry.
It's the husky sultry.
Mhm.
Yes. You guys make an amazing team. Thank you so much. We would like to invite you also during one of our shows so that we can have another perspective of, yeah, that would be wonderful.
Absolutely. We would love to have you, Gwendolyn. I like your name, Gwendolyn. It's got this
Yeah.
really nice ringtone to it. It's lovely. She says, I love it too.
Yes, she loves. She said, "I'd love to." Yes. So we'll coordinate that, and we'll give you the link, and then be able to um, join us with the conversation.
Excellent. So, to everyone out there, what do we say, Zanetta? As usual,
As usual, until next time,
we send
we
you
send
love.
you, and we send you passion.
Yes. Mwah. Bye for
Bye for now.
now.